Okay, all right. Oh, hey guys, we're gonna start recording. Can you please turn your volumes and stuff down? Thank you. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're back.
Just got done saying that you were the one saying that.
I don't know why I always do that.
And welcome back to A Dose of Candor with Jay and Lee. Today, we're doing facts of life that aren't actually true.
Right.
Don't mind my hair, guys. It's a bit messy.
So I haven't brushed mine or anything. This is freshly woken up.
Did you... Oh, I was going to say, did you have, like, the ones where
I did put ours, yes. Yeah.
I said that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're facts of life that aren't actually facts. Like, they're not really true, but they're, like, facts people live by, like, that they thought are true, but they're really not.
Okay. So the first one someone put is... Really? That's when you want to start moving? Not having to give an explanation about anything, really. I used to give my bosses full reasons about why I was requesting PTO or calling in sick, or if I didn't want to attend an event, I felt like I needed to have an excuse for why I didn't or couldn't go. Then I met a coworker who just didn't do that. She would call out sick with the reason I won't be in today, and that's it. She declined coming to a dinner I was hosting by just saying I won't make the event, which is 1,000% fine by me. It just blew my mind, and I love it.
Because I've always been a people pleaser and everything, and I always but also years and years of abuse though, literally mental, emotional, psychological abuse from people. So I always would explain and give excuses or reasons and justify needing things like time off, and it's like, no, you've got the PTO there, it's there for you to use. If you can't be in, you can't be in. You don't deserve anyone an explanation, especially if it's a private matter. But I was an adult before I felt comfortable. I kind of had to be shown how I had been kind of gaslit for years, and psychologically abused for years, and people were showing me no, that's not okay, so it was an eye-opener for me of oh my god, you're right. Yeah, what is wrong with me for thinking I owe all these explanations and everything when no. But you do that.
I do.
You do.
A lot? Or a little?
But the point is you don't owe anyone an explanation.
Yeah, I do. You say that to me all the time.
Set a boundary. Set a healthy boundary. And if someone has a problem with
the look that she gave me, though.
It's not the boundary they have the problem with. It's the fact that they can't take advantage of you anymore that they have the problem with.
It's the look that you gave me when you're you do that.
Well, it's, I think, once you get to a certain point, and your eyes have just been kind of open and you're oh my gosh, yes, and you see it all, it's holy moly, and it's you just see it very easily. It's when you see one red flag and then all of a sudden all the other ones pop up, it's oh my gosh.
It's that video that I showed you when I was I found your ex, and it's just a thing full of red flags.
Yes. Okay, so the next one on here is quitting an event that sucks rather than sticking it out because you've already spent the money. Yeah, totally. I've done that before where I'm just not feeling something, but it's oh, well, you know what? I already bought the ticket. We're already here. Might as well just see how it goes. But I do know people who have literally walked out of movie theaters and stuff because they're no, I'm not wasting my time. You have you ever done that?
What?
Walked out of a movie theater or a show or anything because you're what is this?
No, but that's only because I'm a teenage girl and my money's very valuable and limited, so...
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been attempted to.
What's the next one on there? I feel like there are a lot of really good ones. There were so many. There were 40 that people shared online in one post even, but we don't got that kind of time, guys.
Why are mine always so long? Sorry.
Do you want to do the next short one and I'll do the next long one?
It's fine. Okay, this one says, dealing with failure without emotional fallout. I once failed in something majorly in a pretty significant life milestone. I felt horrible, embarrassed, and lost. The person who helped me immediately went to, what is that word?
Pragmatic.
Pragmatic mode, I guess. All right, the tough. We're going. Okay, can you finish reading that?
Okay,
my dyslexicness is
let me see
kicking in.
here. They just basically said, all right, that's tough. We're going to pivot. Anyone that watches Friends out there, pivot.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so here are the options available to you. Here are resources for them. Let's talk about that direction that you want to go next. So this person's saying that they expected to be like yelled at and chastised or having to roil in some kind of shame and disappointment. But there was no pragmatic basis for that emotional fallout, and instead they just moved on. So they said that experience shifted their entire approach to emotional fallout during tough times on a very deep level, and it changed them for the better. Which, yes,
Yeah.
like there's like a lot of toxic communication out there, and like people who will have a complete emotional breakdown on people if something doesn't go their way. And yeah, no, that's not healthy.
It's okay. As a person who fails at everything in life, I promise you, it will be the end of the world at some point.
Well, I mean, even if
disgusting.
you do disappoint someone or fail at something, it's really not the end of the world. And I don't know, I feel like if they're like a healthy person and they do care about you, they're gonna be like, okay, well, I mean, that sucks, but what can we do to make things better?
Guys, I'm sorry. I keep trying to fix my mic, and I can tell that it's messing with the sound.
Oh, you're watching the sound waves. But yeah, I really liked that one. I'm like, that is so good for people to know that, like, look, you know, if you have people yelling at you and chastising you, especially for things that aren't in your control, that's not healthy. You don't need them in your life. You don't have to put up with that. You can set healthy boundaries and demand respect and positive communication. I mean, I'm not saying that, like, you know, people's feelings aren't valid. Like, definitely, like, you feel what you feel, and you do need to process those in a healthy manner.
And not, like, bring other people down with you.
Right, exactly.
Sounds like two people we've heard of.
Okay. So, no, that one was really good, though. Oh, this next one. Okay.
Yeah, you have fun with that.
Okay, no, I wanted to bring this up. No, because I get so sick and tired of people's, like, 2-bit comments at me. So, guys, I've been divorced for
almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years. And I would constantly have people make comments to me about, like, oh, you need to get back out there, and oh, but what about your sex life? Gosh, I couldn't go without sex. No, like, I'm sorry,
so
but
gross.
to me, relationships aren't just about sex. Like, I have to have an emotional
Can we just
connection
say
with
intercourse?
someone.
Jesus, that's the word sex just sounds so wrong.
Like, I don't know, some people think that if you have sex with someone, it connects you with them, and I'm sorry, no, like, to me, it's the emotional stuff, and if sex comes later, great, but, so this one is having sex. So this person says, I'm attracted to people, and I do get excited for it, but as soon as, like, the process starts, they just lose all interest, because they identify as asexual, and they posted that, too. So when someone explained to them what an asexual person is, they were like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense, because I don't really enjoy sex. And like, they have no interest in it. So they actually said that, you know, they have been in a romantic relationship and not having sex, which I thought was really cool, because there was another person that posted a comment on that. And they said that they were glad that they found a partner that is also asexual. So their relationship isn't about, like, you know, having sex, or if the sex is good or this or that. It's about their, you know, emotional companionship and spending quality time together. So yeah, so I wanted to put that out there because sex is not everything, guys. And it's annoying that people think that it is the only thing that connects people. Anyway, that's my two cents on the matter.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that. I'm perfect, so.
Oh, look, the next one's a short one. Jay's happy.
Yeah, but your next one is literally 2 words. Literally. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
The next one says, this one kind of reminds me of my brother. Seeking approval, and my little brother never did. He's a jerk in many things, but he is really inspiring. Okay, my brother's not inspiring, but he is an a-hole sometimes. Love you, Kaden. There's your promo.
Yeah, so seeking approval. I think a lot of people seek approval from their parents especially, but also like teenagers and younger adults from their peers. Kind of like the keeping up with the Joneses type of things. Like if other people get something nice, they have to get it too.
I feel like I'm being targeted. Not that second part.
But no, I liked that one. I thought that one was good. You don't have to seek approval from anyone but yourself, guys.
Speak for yourself.
The next one is loving your family. So,
by the way, it doesn't say loving your family, it says loving family.
Loving family, right. So, loving family, okay. And I think a lot of people are going to resonate with this because some of us just have toxic family members. And I have cut a few family members out of my life and even told them that they'll never even meet my kids or know my kids. But I mean, yeah, you don't have to love just because you are related by blood does not mean that it's okay for people to disrespect you.
Or if they created you.
Or do other things, yes. So
other things?
Yeah. I mean, that's like...
Well, I feel like I'm at the age where I feel bad for cutting people in my family off. Also, it's like sometimes I have no choice but to end up seeing them.
Yeah, I mean, but just minimize that contact until you have more control. I feel like your mom's pretty respectful of your boundaries.
9 more months and 14 days, and then some of y'all are getting cut off.
But no, so I feel like that's a really good thing. But there's like a whole.
Wait, my mom. Wait, what'd you say about my mom?
I said I feel like she's pretty good at respecting your boundaries, especially with your dad.
Yeah.
I feel like she does a good job at respecting those boundaries.
Yeah, but even if I want to
maybe not other boundaries, but I mean, I feel like I don't know, like I feel like she's like
when it comes to people
good at acknowledging your boundaries and respecting some of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, but there was a whole article though about how like a lot of like the younger generations are completely cutting off families. Our family members, and it's like, well, yeah, because people are realizing that they don't have to put up with it and that no, it's not healthy. Anyway.
So I hit my mic one more time. I'm actually gonna throw myself off this chair.
All right, what's your next one?
Oh my god,
it's a long one. Well, it looks long.
Sorry for yelling into the mic. I just realized I yelled right into the mic. Okay. Oh, I thought the spelling was off. Oh. Okay, it says, turns out there are people who start their Sunday morning by not going to church. Apparently, you can do whatever you want. I learned that when I left for college at 18 and met a non-Christian adult for the first time. They just do whatever they want. Want to go on a hike? You don't have to schedule for 3 p.m. Just go wherever. Sorry, I can't read. Want to watch the early NFL game? You can do that. Want to make breakfast? It turns out you don't have to wake up at 5 so you can make breakfast and get to the service by 9 a.m. You can just make it whenever. Yeah, I don't go to church every Sunday.
No, yeah, I mean, I grew up Christian, and I would choose to go to church with my great-grandparents and stuff, but
well, no one in my family goes to church.
It was never anything that my family, like, forced us to do or anything. It was like, if you want to go, you can go. If you don't need to. And yeah, there are people who identify as Christian that don't go to church regularly, and you don't have to. So
you don't have to go to church to make yourself a Christian.
That's right. And I think it's funny when like some people will judge you for it and be like, oh, you don't? It's like, and what's the problem?
Yeah.
Judge thee not. But anyway.
It's funny what I said because I went to church this past Sunday with my friend. I literally said I felt the Holy Spirit come inside of me. Wait, can I say what the pastor said?
Sure.
I found this so funny. But it's also like my perverted mind. Okay, if anybody's gonna take offense to this, just scroll past this. But I looked at my friend after he said this. He goes, "Let Jesus come inside of you." I looked at my friend and was like, he said, "Let Jesus come inside of you." But the service was beautiful. But I just found that so funny. Let Jesus come inside of you.
She's a teenager, guys. But
okay.
yes. You do not have to live a certain way. You can do what you want when you want. All right, so, I like this one. Okay, because, kind of going back to the whole, like, if I'm ever going to be in another relationship or anything again. So this person says, living with your spouse. After my uncle's children were old enough to leave his house, he remarried, but him and his new wife did not live together. He had his house and she has her apartment, and they see each other whenever they want, but they have their separate living environments. And yes, I have said that. Have I not said that?
Yeah, you said if you were to ever in a million years get remarried again, you would want to live in separate houses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. I like, I've just gotten used to, and I like having my things the way I have them and living the way I live. And I'm sorry, but I don't want a man coming in here and trying to change everything.
Clock that.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? No, I had such a horrible first marriage experience that it's pretty much ruined, I think, a lot of things in that aspect for me, because I just was not respected at all. In
any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I wasn't even appreciated for all that I gave. And so it's, I sent you a thing online. So it was this lady saying that basically I love myself and my peace and what I have created for myself so much that a man is not going to be competing with another man for my love or anything. They're going to be competing with myself. And so they're going to have to show that they bring more joy and happiness to my life than them not being in my life. But the way she said it, it was like just so succinct and perfect. And it's like, oh my gosh, yes, I would have to enjoy being around them more than being alone. And I love being alone, guys. I love my me time. I sent it to you. Yes, it's on Facebook.
Was this yesterday morning?
It could have been yesterday morning. Yes, I know you said you didn't watch some of the things I sent you, but it could have been.
She woke me up from my beauty sleep.
But no, it's amazing. So yeah, so I agree. Yeah, just because everybody else or a lot of other people live with their spouses or significant others or whatever does not mean it is not a fact of life. You do not have to do it to live your life the way that's best for you. Oh, go ahead. Next.
Anyways, let's see. Number 9.
Yes.
Are you sure not like 6 or 7?
That's 6 or 7.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I feel like we have the mind of like a teenage boy sometimes. Okay. It says, there's a guy at my work who doesn't have a smartphone. He is in his 40s and just never wanted one. He has a dumb phone. But he just uses it for text and calling. There's nothing else on it. I wish I could do that. I feel like it would be more peaceful.
Yeah, the basic necessities. Yeah.
Yeah, my Pepe had a flip phone for the longest time.
Yeah, the world is simpler.
Actually, he still has his flip phone, but he also has like a regular phone because he does like Facebook and stuff.
I know that like it's been said that more and more people are getting like the dumb phones to simplify their lives.
You know, I learned how to text on like a flip phone before I knew how to text on a regular iPhone or smartphone.
It's funny because people are like, with my generation, like, oh my gosh, you guys text so fast. And it's like, well, because when we learned how to text, you had to hit the button 3 times to get the alphabet symbol at the end. So it's like we're just like
Yeah. But sometimes that makes me so mad texting you, because then I'm like in the middle of responding to your message, and then I gotta wait to respond to that message too.
Right. You're like, wait, I'm trying to respond to like the message you sent 5 messages ago.
Well, also, me and my spelling and my wording things together don't go well together, so that takes me extra long.
All right, what is this last but not least on here? So, hearing me out without getting defensive. I had a million comebacks ready, and my college roommate said, I'm sorry, thank you for talking to me about this, and I will do better. Isn't that great? Like, they're so used to people getting defensive and arguing with them when they try to like talk to them about something important, and when they came across someone who actually like listened and reflected and apologized, they were like, whoa, I don't know what to do.
That's how I felt with you. I was so used to people being so defensive talking to me, but you're not like that.
Yeah.
A lot of the times.
Yeah. Well, I think like I'll joke around more with you now and stuff.
Yeah.
And you'll have to tell, like, she'll tell me at times like, no, I'm being serious now. And I'm like, okay, serious face. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of those people that you can't be in a serious situation and look at each other, because like, we'll start
laugh.
laughing and then be like, oh crap, it's
not
a
like
serious
yeah, it's
situation.
not like when we like intentionally laugh,
Yeah,
but
not
I'll just like,
just
if we just like look at each other, we'll just
it's like,
start laughing.
Don't look at me, you know you're gonna make me laugh. Like, but there's a lot of people I think that are like that with like best friends and everything.
Yeah.
Or family that they're really close to. It's like, no, you like, you know, you cannot, in a serious situation,
Your
you
cousin,
know you cannot look at certain people, or else you're gonna both start cracking up and then get in even more trouble.
I feel like your cousin makes me laugh all the time.
Yeah.
She's so funny.
But yeah, so, because there was even one of our recent episodes where I was being serious and I was crashing out, but like Jay looked at me, and when I kind of saw her out of my peripheral vision, I started laughing, and I'm like, no, don't make me laugh. This is serious. I'm not.
I had to brighten up the mood. She started crashing out.
So, anyway, so Jay and I both picked our own facts of life that we kind of thought were like, yeah, we've got to do this, but we realized, no, you don't. So what's yours?
Okay, so can I explain?
Relationship-wise, she went that route, which one of our next episodes is going to be about relationship stuff, so it's perfect.
Oh, wait, are we bringing up that in the next episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This one, so wait, you want me to mention that in the next one, not this one?
You can, yeah.
Okay. So the one I put is having a boyfriend, because I think I tell you this all the time. All of my friends are dating and like are talking to somebody, and I always felt so behind, like I need a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. And she's always like, I'm gonna die alone. And I'm like, no, you're not. You are like, this is when she was like 16 and saying this. And I'm like, you are 16. Like, and then I'd be like, and then when she was turning 17, I was like, you are 16 going on 17.
I'm so happy she can't say that anymore, but also it's very sad because
I'll be sad because I loved saying it.
Yeah, but it's also so sad because now I'm gonna be 18 instead of 17. Which, aren't we doing an episode of, like, adulting things?
I feel like we should, yeah. So it's like, okay, you're going to be an adult. Here's a checklist.
Yeah, she was literally trying to rush me in a store. But no, it's having a boyfriend.
Yeah.
You don't need to have a boyfriend.
You do not.
But I'm more scared because I don't want to die alone. Because I'm going to be out of high school in, like, 2.5 years. But anyways.
Okay, so, and then mine was, actually, this was something someone posted on the thing, and I resonated with it, was having a big, expensive wedding. I hear about people who are like, oh, instead of having this huge wedding and paying for like 50 other people to have this nice dinner, we took that money and we went on a vacation to Europe, and that's how we spent our wedding money. And I'm like, you can do that? Oh my God, like that's amazing. Like kudos to you for you putting yourself and your significant other first and foremost, like, and you got an amazing experience. I'm like, I wish I had the courage and confidence of a lot of these people. I'm like, oh, like, where have you been all my life? But yeah, so having a wedding, because honestly, like, I was never someone that dreamt of a wedding or anything. Like, I never really saw myself getting married. I was like very career focused. But even when I did have a wedding, I didn't even really get to plan anything. Like, I did stuff, but then my ex-husband's parents took over, and it's like it was really his mom's wedding.
It was more of like she regretted not doing things for her wedding, so she had to take control over yours.
Yeah,
that's what it seemed like from what you were telling me. So my wedding
really wasn't my wedding, I feel like. And even the receptions, they took over the receptions and the planning too. So like even the receptions weren't even like what I wanted or anything. And then when I of course voiced those concerns to Mike at the time, he was like, why does it matter? The only important thing is that we're getting married, right?
Which
like, why not let my mom do what she wants? So gaslighting, obviously, like from the get-go, red flags that I just avoid.
But like what I even told you, it was like, well, that's, I'm not going to say for all girls, but most girls are like excited to sit there and plan their wedding.
Yeah, that's the big exciting part about it, is to look at everything. And so, but no, you don't need a big wedding. And I have friends too who just had little courthouse weddings because they were like, yeah, no.
My cousin's getting married in her fiance's backyard, like his grandparents' backyard.
Yeah, like you don't need anything big and expensive. And that's why some people have been doing, instead of like huge like fine dining meals, like getting food trucks to come to their weddings. I'm like, that is so awesome.
That's what I want to do.
That is so cool. Like the things you find online, I'm telling you, I love you people.
I don't think I would ever, I don't like many people. But also, too,
it's rain and tacos.
No. But I also was...
Tacos. Ask why. That's right.
Okay. As I was saying.
The musical stylings of Connie.
That's what I was saying.
Okay, sorry.
I feel like I don't have many friends. 2, I don't like a good amount of people that are, I'm not going to say in my family, but like my family knows. Honestly, at this point, you and your mom are going to be and Emily are going to be the only people I'll invite at this point.
It's healthier to have a smaller, tight-knit group of friends. Because I'm sorry, no one has 100 really close friends out there that they're constantly in communication with and know like the back of their hand and this and that. No. Like, if you
put your hand down,
a good small circle of really close, tight-knit people that you can count on, and voila, you're good.
Yeah. At this point, it's just going to be
another fact of life that is not a fact of life. You do not need this huge,
And my aunt, Katie.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm only going to have 4 people, or 5, 6. Like 6 or 7.
On and on. But okay, well guys, I think we are set for this episode because we're going to talk about this other relationship stuff the next episode.
We have to give a round of applause for my phone not running out of storage.
Woohoo! And mine this time.
Yes.
But all right, guys, well, check out our website at adocpodcast.com as well as all of our
social media. We're on practically everything now besides X.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.